Hey yo everybody, what's up? It's me Fitness 65. I'm back. Just making a quick update video and I'm gonna talk about the WrestleMania 28 card so far and what I think about it. Let's get to the update. Just haven't really made a video. Haven't been really been making videos in a while. I think the last video I made was in December, and the reason is just been busy and just been tied up with things, going to the gym and just been focusing on work and doing everything else, and I just really haven't been having the time to put anything into making more videos. But I'm gonna start making more videos. I'm gonna start uploading more videos and making videos, whether it be wrestling. I had an idea about a video about wrestling that I wanted to talk about, and it has something to do with March. It has something to be related with March, and I thought I'd bring something back, which is going to be the same thing what I'm talking about. It should be a pretty good video, and I already have my ideas and everything and what I wanted to talk about on that. So expect that video when I do decide to make that video, and then sports, and then just giving my opinions about movies and everything else. When I get up to it, I'm going to start making videos about that. Was going to do all that onto my other account, but since I can't log into my other account, every other video, everything that I'm going to be talking about, whether it be wrestling or anything else, is going to be done on this account since I can't log into my other account. So expect other videos like that. But getting off that subject, just expect a little bit more. Expect me to start making more videos again than like I did before. So look out for that. But getting off that, I wanted to talk about the WrestleMania 20. Just wanted to give my quick thoughts about the WrestleMania 28 card. So far, there's about 3 matches confirmed, I believe, 3 or 4 matches confirmed, and with the possibility of more matches coming, with the possibility of more matches being announced in the upcoming weeks. And I just want to give my thoughts on the 3 or 4 matches that have been announced and some of the other matches that are going to be possibly on this WrestleMania card. We already know about the whole John Cena Rock match. My thoughts about it, should be a damn good matchup. I didn't like the promo that these two cut on Monday. Thought wasn't their best promo that they cut against each other. It was kind of one of the weaker promos they had against each other, but I'm pretty sure they'll fix that this coming Monday. But that promo was really bad. I mean, Rock usually delivers good promos, but he didn't deliver this past Monday. John Cena was was there. His promo was just there, but I really expected The Rock to come strong with that promo work on Monday, but he didn't. But I expect him to, I expect the promo work to get better by next week or whenever Rock comes back on Raw, because that wasn't a very good promo at all. But the build has been what it is. It is what it is. But many of us already know that the match is going to deliver. It's kind of reminiscent of what the match is going to be kind of reminiscent of what happened like 10 years ago when Rock faced Hulk Hogan. Rock was the young lion, and McKellen85 talked about it in his video. Rock was or how many years Rock was the young lion, and Hulk Hogan was the old veteran, and the two put on a matchup against each other. And while it wasn't the best match in the world, the crowd reactions and the crowd just being into that match made that match what it was. And then the fact that The Rock went over and Hulk Hogan passed the torch to The Rock for The Rock to lead it into the next generation just was a very memorable matchup. Many people talk about it to this day. I mean, like I said, it's not the best match in the world. There wasn't really any wrestling aspects into it in that matchup, but it was what it was. And the crowd really loved that matchup, and it was a good matchup based on the crowd reactions and the crowd reacting to everything, and the last seconds of the matchup, or the match going back and forth the way it was going. And I expect the same thing with The Rock versus John Cena. It should be almost similar to that, but more faster, and I expect more than what we saw in the Hogan Rock matchup. So I expect this to be a very good matchup. The next matchup is CM Punk versus Chris Jericho, which is confirmed for WrestleMania 28. I don't. There's nothing I can say about the build up leading into it. The build up talks for itself. It's been very good. the whole best in the who's the best in the world and who's better than who, and the Jericho saying that CM Punk stole his moniker and his everything about him and his look and everything, and Chris Jericho attacking CM Punk, and then the whole build up of the two confronting each other, and then the promos they cut against each other. I'm really looking forward to this matchup. It's going to be a very good matchup. We all know that CM Punk is going to go over Chris Jericho, and like what McKellen85 was saying in his video, we all know the reason why WWE or why Chris Jericho came back was to put over CM Punk. That was the whole sole reason why he came back, and I'm happy that he's doing that because it just shows what kind of a person Jericho is. He's not all about himself, and he's willing to put over guys, which he was doing before. Even before he left, he was doing that by putting Evan Bourne over and other guys like that. But I'm really looking forward to this matchup. Should be a very good matchup. I expect this to be one of the better matches of the night, along with another match along with two other matches that I'm gonna talk about if they're given enough time. But I still looking forward to this matchup. This matchup alone may be the reason why I might want to order Wrestlemania, and The Rock versus John Cena. Then the third matchup that's also been announced is Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. Don't really like the build up to this because they're not treating Sheamus as like the guy that should be main eventing WrestleMania, even though he's not good. We all know what the main event is, but the guy that should be like in part of the part of the double main event, they're not treating him like that. They're just treating him like a guy that's just there. And I really think they should put a little bit more work into Sheamus than what they're putting into him. It's just like he's just an afterthought. Like they've been focusing more on Jericho and Punk, the CM Punk Jericho feud or matchup heading into WrestleMania 28, and then the Undertaker and Triple H, which I'm gonna get to in a few minutes, and then the whole Rock versus John Cena. They haven't really been focusing more on Sheamus, and they've just been doing what they've been doing with him. Just like he's there until WrestleMania 28 comes, and then they're going to do the last minute build between Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. I really feel that they should put more build up into this to kind of get people interested in Daniel Bryan and Sheamus, because I feel without them building up to this matchup, many people aren't going to really care about this matchup like previous WrestleMania matches, and it's just gonna be a good matchup that many people are just not gonna really invest into or care about. So I really feel that WWE should start investing a little bit more into this matchup and this feud heading into WrestleMania 28. But from the way they've been building Sheamus, it doesn't really look like they're gonna do that, and they're focusing on many of the other matches instead of this matchup. But let's see what happens. Then another matchup, which I was talking about with The Undertaker and Triple H. That matchup is confirmed, and these two are going to be wrestling in a Hell in a Cell. My thoughts about these two wrestling again, I don't like it. Like I said about when I was talking about WrestleMania 27, I don't like the idea of these two facing off against each other, but I guess they're going to go that route, and they're going to throw Shawn Michaels in the mix as the special guest referee, which should be pretty interesting and should make the matchup a little bit better, and the story should be a little bit better. But I just don't like the idea of Undertaker facing Triple H. I feel that they should have a guy like The Miz or a guy like Del Rio or somebody like that face the Undertaker. But considering the way they built The Miz, I guess it is, in a way, it is. They didn't have nobody left to face. They didn't have nobody that they could have built to face the Undertaker, so they just went with Triple H, which I kind of can understand. But that is part of it is WWE's fault for not building any young guys that could challenge Taker, because I felt they had plenty of opportunities last year to build up guys to the point of where they can be on the same level as the Undertaker, but the WWE didn't do that, so they went with Triple H last year, and they're going with Triple H again, and they're going with it in a Hell in a Cell. This should be an okay matchup. I mean, I don't expect this to be a classic, like a 4 or 5 star matchup, or like what their matchup was last year, because these two are pretty much past their prime. We're not sure how Undertaker is, or if Undertaker is 100% or what he is, and we already know about Triple H, but we've seen Triple H's wrestling work. He's not what he was back in 2002 or 2001. He's kind of a shell of himself, but let's see what he can do. But I just don't see these two putting on a very good matchup. At least I see this being at least okay at best, but I don't see this being a classic or anything. And then another matchup that's hasn't been confirmed, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna confirm it by SmackDown or by next week. Big Show versus Cody Rhodes. This should be another one of the matches of the night. I expect this to be a very good matchup between these two. And if WWE is smart, they should put Cody Rhodes over Big Show because Cody Rhodes has just been fantastic. He's been a good heel. His promo work has been getting better. His wrestling work has been getting better, and it looks and the man should be groomed for main event if they continue to push him the way he is. From what I heard on WWE.com, he's held the Intercontinental title for 200 days, which is interesting because he surpasses many of the other guys that held that belt for a long time. Many of the I'm sorry about that. My camera just started acting up, but from what I heard, he surpassed many of the other guys that held the Intercontinental title for a long time, and he might if he holds it on, if WWE's smart or if they keep it on him, he might surpass the Honky Tonk Man for how many days he held the belt. But only time will tell. But we'll have to see what happens with that. But other than that, this should be a very good matchup. Big Show really doesn't need to go over Cody Rhodes, and like McKellen85 said, the Intercontinental title is too small for the Big Show. Cody Rhodes should go over, establish him as the guy on SmackDown and one of the elite heels on SmackDown. And if they're grooming to push him into the main event level pretty soon, he should go over Big Show. If they're going to go that direction, he should be going over the Big Show. And this should be a very good matchup if it's given enough time, which I'm pretty sure the WWE will give this matchup enough time. So I expect this to be a very good matchup. The build hasn't been that bad for this matchup. And like I said, if this matchup is given enough time, should be matchup of the night. And then other than that, you haven't really had any other matches on the WrestleMania 28 card. There'll probably be a Divas card. There'll probably be a Divas matchup on that card. And from what I'm hearing, there's going to be a tag team match for the tag team titles, which I really don't really care about because WWE doesn't care about their tag team division. But they are going to start building their tag team division up. But at this point, I don't really care about their tag team division. And the guys that they have facing the Cologne should be going for single titles or should be in singles matches rather than being a put together team, which is R-Truth and Kofi Kingston. But that is what it is. So let's see what happens. But let's see how far that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much the WrestleMania 28 card. I'm not sure what other matches are going to be announced for the card, but those are the matches that are going to be announced. Those are the matches that I said. Those are the matches that are announced so far, and what's probably going to be on the card. I'm not sure whether I'm going to order WrestleMania 28. I didn't order WrestleMania 27 on the basis that I knew WrestleMania 27 wasn't going to be that good. 28 looks like it's going to be a very good WrestleMania. I mean, you got Punk Jericho, you got Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. If the build gets better, and if the match is given enough time, and if the WWE cares about the matchup, you got Rock versus Cena. You got Taker versus Triple H, although I kind of have my thoughts about that. And you got Big Show versus Cody Rhodes. And you got other matches that are going to be announced. And other than that, this WrestleMania is shaping up to be probably one of the better WrestleManias to kind of make up. And one of the WrestleMania to make up for that shit fest that was WrestleMania 27 and previous other WrestleManias. So let's hope that this is going to be a very good WrestleMania. Like I said, I'm not really sure whether I'm not going to order this WrestleMania. I might just end up watching it somewhere, or if I don't order it, I might end up getting the DVD. I'm not sure, but only time will tell. But from what the card looks like so far, does look like a pretty good card, and looks like something I might go out of my way of probably seeing, but I'll have to see what happens from there. But yeah, that's pretty much just giving you my thoughts about WrestleMania 28. Didn't want this video to stretch out longer than what it's stretched out to, but it stretched out that long. But yeah, just wanted to give my thoughts about that, giving you an update video as well, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Until then, Fitness 65 out. Hopefully, I'll upload another video. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing that idea, bringing back Wrestling's Forgotten Gems and talk about WCW Uncensored, which was the pay-per-view in March, and then talking about other things that happened in March, like that, like classic stuff that happened in March, to kind of to talk about that and give my thoughts about that and how it should have been, and other things like that. But yeah, I rambled on a little bit too much. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. For some of the people who stay subscribed to me, hopefully you enjoyed what you heard, and let me know what you think about the WrestleMania 28 card and whether you're going to order it or not. And for some of the people who have subscribed to me, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And like I said, I'm going to start uploading videos and start talking more about wrestling and other subjects like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I rambled on again. Thank you for watching the video. Let me know at the bottom. Let me know in the comments at the bottom. And until then, Fitness 65 out. Peace.